You know, I am older for sure, but this lifestyle still resonates with me, so why not now? I'd rather do it now than never do it at all.
As independent people playing music, we all were kind of like self-conscious about our music and like ability to put something good out, maybe a little bit of like perfectionism and overthinking. And so I feel like the Spurred idea kind of embodies what we are for each other. Like, you know, we're like, as they say, spurring one another.
I was like, okay, cool, like we can write a song now and play it. And I'm not only seeing you guys as my friends from skateboarding and whatever we were to each other previously, and I'm starting to see that we could do something outside of just that.
Life outside of the music is pretty much like skateboarding for me. It's 100% almost revolves around skateboarding. I am. The shop means a lot to me, and it keeps me connected to my childhood, you know, like my inner child. After like the previous shop that was here closed down, I really wanted this place to revolve around community. I wanted it to revolve around like artwork and music. Like obviously you see the artwork on the wall. These are all local artists from DFW. Like, I mean, I wanted like the walls to even convey that. For me, it was like an escape because skateboarding isn't necessarily a sport. It's never been a sport to me. It was always an art. It was always a form of creation. You do what you want on a board. There's no rules to it. I think as I grew up and I was able to travel and I got my own car and I had a license and stuff like that, I started finding community in skateboarding. And not only community, I found diversity in skateboarding. And I grew up in a really small town and there wasn't diversity. And I think that it changed my mindset from a really young age. And I think if I wouldn't have had it, I don't think I'd be where I'm at with my mindset. And I probably wouldn't know diversity either. Skateboarding's helped develop me in more ways than one, and you know, I owe my life to it. It introduced me to music all the same. Like I wouldn't have had good music taste if it wasn't for the hundreds and hundreds of skateboarding videos that I watched throughout my childhood. If I had to say what skateboarding meant to me, it means everything, like 100%. At the core, I'm still a skateboarder more than I am a musician, and I probably always will be.
And then, you know. And then reach. Are we gonna do the? No, just keep it.
I mean, we could just see what it sounds like, but in a live context,
I forgot that. It's
fucking.
I would say the reason any of this started was because we were all friends through skateboarding and did this together. Bobby and I were working up here in the store, and David was skating for the shop. My daughter is about to be 3, and my partner and I have been together like 7 years now. So I try to make that a big priority. And that'll always be a challenge moving forward, depending on what this looks like, but that's just always going to come first.
It's like Jordan's enjoying it because she's also overstimulated.
I've heard people say it my whole life, like your friends be like, dude, once you're a dad, it's the best thing you've ever done. It's hard to wrap your head around, but I do believe it's true.
Don't let her have the swing!
I see that.
Where you going now?
I'm the same, but I had to grow up quickly to like feel adequate for that role.
Happy birthday to you.
I think now having Jordan, it's given me more confidence I've ever had in my life. Because I can recognize that I'm much more qualified than I was giving myself credit for, and that definitely shows up like everywhere else. Another thing that helped spearhead this project initially was I couldn't play drums at home because I was like, oh word, I'm gonna have a house one day, of course I'll have drums in there. Wrong, dude, you have a baby now, so you can't play drums in your house. My trouble is just balancing it with Jordan and life moving fast right now, but it's funny, like I'm past 30 now, I have a daughter, I'm as busy as I've ever been, but now of all times in my life, we're more locked in and trying to make it happen. So probably just a reality check, realizing if you want to do something, you kind of have to put action into it.
I was told you about it a long time ago?
Yeah, I was talking to the fucking singer of Twin Tribes. I know it's like it's
like a fine line. I feel like it sounded better that time. Yeah, I mean it did. I'm just curious. I feel like Kagan's cat got on the second one, you volume out. Like you go and then you like volume out as you hit it.
I swear it was good last night.
It was awesome.
Yeah, she's.
For me, music is like everything. Like it saved my life. I can name so many songs and artists that have like changed my life.
This is my main babe. It's my main one. And yeah, November obviously is like super special to me because I wrote that like literally right after I got out of jail in Spain. I was going through probably the darkest time of my life at that point. It goes from like heavy to kind of like melodic. And that kind of reflected like how my trip to Spain was like chaotic yet like beautiful, because even in the midst of all the chaos and bad stuff happening, I still found like gratitude and peace like in my everyday life.
Forever I've wanted to put music out. Finally, I had the courage to like get with my good friends and put my walls down and ego aside to just create something greater than myself. And I would like people to like it, but most importantly, I like it.
I come in, after 3 counts, I go boom, 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 and then I come in. And then everybody. But it'll just be like doing the, and then we all come back in on.
Though we were friends, like none of us were musicians. None of us knew how to work in this capacity. And I think going through this experience together has just made us better off as people.
You can just see sometimes like when your idea is rearranged in a way that you didn't interpret it developing, it can bug you out, but ultimately it's like if we're gonna be in a band and respect each other's opinions, we have to be open to alternating versions of a song progressing. Otherwise it's like, why do we have 3 opinions?
But we are always understanding of like, you know, Christian has a family, Bobby has a business, so it's like at the end of the day we're only human. So it's as much as life is hectic outside of it, you know, we always try to like leave that out and, you know, come to the music just with like a good attitude and just trying to like stay on the path of like achieving our goals.